What's up, everybody? It's Conger Live. We're back again with another TMNT Mutant Madness video. If you're new here, don't forget to click subscribe for more TMNT Mutant Madness content. And do me a favor, ninja kick that like button. It really helps the channel. Alright, so today we're going to look at the kit for Rockin Raph. His event is a little more than halfway through. They have added him to the game. We can see what he looks like. Where's his shell? What is going on? Oh well. He's got hair. Most of the turtles don't, but that's alright. He looks pretty rock and roll if you ask me. The star really screams kiss. They got a lot of great rock and roll elements put in here. Probably a lot more than I could pinpoint, so I'm not going to go down that road, but pretty cool there. When we talk about rock and roll input, of course, his special move, this is what I thought, it's called Power Slide. So he selects a tile, he moves there, target all enemies in between and all enemies at range 1 of that tile. So he does not only just get everybody in between, but also the people around him when he lands, which is pretty cool. He deals 20 physical damage, of course that scales with his turtle power, and inflicts damage over 2 seconds and stun for 2 seconds. So he stuns. He's doing damage over time and physical damage all at once right off the bat. Wow. Sounds pretty amazing. At level 75, he gains 200 armor and barrier for 2 seconds, so he gets that protection when he goes through that. Huge. And then he inflicts extra damage per strength over 2 seconds. So for that damage over time for 2 seconds, it's not very long, but he's able to get some more damage in there. His first auto skill at level 10 is Harmonic Strikes. Target an enemy at range 1, deal physical damage over 2 hits. Target all enemies at range 1, inflict half the damage over 2 seconds. So he's going to do 2 hits, which don't count as damage over time, but he is also going to get the damage over time, which is half as strong over the 2 hits, which is basically the same as if you split that in half. And that ratio should scale as the level scale, unless there's some other numbers behind the code we can't see. And at 100, gain defense, gain extra defense for each hero at range 2. So as long as he's fairly close within 1 or 2 tiles of his buddies, he's going to get even more defense. So that's great. It's going to happen automatically. He's stunning, he's gaining defense, he's doing damage over time. I'm just imagining the people I want to pair him with already if I were to use him. When attacking, inflict -5 will. This is his first passive for 5 seconds. Wow. He's going to reduce the enemy that he's doing the basic attacks to. He's going to reduce their ability to get their special off. Nasty. Deal extra damage to targets who are under 0 alertness or taking damage over time. So pairing him with someone who takes away alertness is probably a good thing, unless he also takes away alertness himself. Let's wait and see. This is, of course, the Divine Pick, as in the Tenacious Z's Pick of Destiny. And at 200, after attacking, gain 10 strength for 30 seconds if the target was stunned or silenced. So he does some stuns, but partnering him with other people that stun and silence. Not a lot of people silence, so interesting combination that might be able to work there. I think there's only 2 that silence at the moment, or maybe it's just the one. I'd have to go back and take a look. If anybody knows who silences, leave a comment down below. I have to check my spreadsheet, plus I haven't updated it in days. Anyways, I digress. Stage Presence is his other passive. Gain 2 will and 10 armor for each hero at range 2 while not stunned or silenced. So a little bit of a boost of physical protection and hopefully getting his skills off sooner. And it will happen more with more buddies on the field and that are close. Inflict -30 alertness. Excellent, that's where it is. And -10 will to enemies at range 2 while not stunned or silenced. So this is a persistent effect. As long as he's not stunned or silenced, he is reducing alertness and will. This looks amazing. This kit. I'm thinking he's awesome. I really wish I was going to be able to score well in this event. I won't, and I'll explain why. Up to 11. That's right. Crank it up to 11, man. So that's really cool. Target all enemies. This is his auto skill. Inflict -40 alertness. All enemies, -40 alertness. Really? For 10 seconds. Inflict -30 extra alertness to enemies at range 2. What? -70 alertness for 10 seconds? Holy crap, the other team is not getting defense boosts, and if they are, they're going to be small. This is to mitigate that defense problem that the game really relies on. They're trying to get rid of some of that, looks like, with these kits, at least with this kit. Inflict silence. More silence. Excellent. He helps himself. For 2 seconds to targets at range 2, all allies at range 2 give strength, 25 strength for 8 seconds. I mean, wow. His kit sounds absolutely bonkers. I don't know how good he's going to be in practice, but because of how he gets benefits from people who are stunning and silencing, and he does damage over time, I could see him working really well with Shredder, with Metalhead, with Chrome Dome, with April, probably a couple others out there. He likes to stay close to people, so you know, any sort of melee characters that don't dash around a lot are probably going to help him out. Maybe Taka would be good to have him behind. It's just his kit sounds really, really good. So are you going for Rockin Raph? So I usually like to kind of take a look to see where I might be able to land on these leaderboards, and I have always been able to get into the top 5 through some strategic play and by saving and hoarding. That is not the case this time around. There has been a whale race between Cage and Ren, and all of a sudden Ren came out of nowhere and just blew Cage out of the water. Third place is at 22 million, fourth at 16, and fifth at 12. And I usually get about 12, 13 million when I do these. So I could potentially squeeze into that 5th spot, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to blow all my resources and then get stuck in 6th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save them for another event, because my brother did this. He skipped Splinter, Ninja Splinter, and he was able to get 1st place just by saving up, and he's completely free to play. Like, I've been buying the season passes, but as completely free to play, he was able to earn 1st place in one of these by saving up against one that was not very competitive. Got a 5-star Casey Jones. So I'm going to unfortunately pass on Rockin Raph, who is of course my favorite Ninja Turtle, Raphael. And in my other life, I am an air guitar champion. Not exactly, but I compete in the air guitar championship. So the rock and roll theme really, really sings to me. And so I'm a little bummed. I will get him at 3 stars because you can be top 50. I'm at 37 now. In the top 20, you also get these 50 purple bits, which is nice, but I'm not going to go crazy trying to get that. I'm just going to make sure that I stay in the top 50. I have plenty of bits to open, and I'm actually getting pretty close to my first 5-star. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait to open that 5-star during an event for a character that I want, because that's 4 million points. A couple other things that have happened that I could have talked about, but I figured it'd be easier just to do at the tail end of this video, is if you go to your menu, we now have this super intros. Everyone got to see them the first time around and it was turned off, but if you want to see them always, you can turn them on. I say leave them off because when I play on manual, they get in the way. If you haven't seen the super intros and you want to check them out, go ahead and turn that on. There's about 8 or 10 characters that they have it for so far. I'm not sure if they're going to continue to add it. Personally, I'm not a fan. I don't think it really does anything for the game. It just annoys me when I'm trying to target my specials. When the enemy gets one or something when I'm trying to target mine. That is about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to ninja kick that like button and subscribe for more TMNT Mutant Madness content. And as always, let's game smarter, and we'll see you in the next video.